Module Overview. Watercolor painting, known for its translucency, ethereal quality, and unforgiving precision, is one of the oldest painting mediums used by artists across cultures and time periods. In this module, we undertake a profound exploration into the material science, historical context, stylistic evolution, advanced application techniques, and philosophical poetics of watercolor as both an independent and hybrid medium. Unlike oil and acrylic, watercolor is a subtractive medium. Light passes through layers of pigment and is reflected back by the white of the paper. This results in a luminous, almost spiritual quality that artists use to convey everything from botanical studies to sweeping dreamscapes. However, watercolor also demands discipline, mastery of fluid control, and planning, as mistakes are difficult to correct. Section 1. Historical origins and cultural trajectory. Ancient roots, found in Egyptian papyrus scrolls, Chinese silk paintings, and Japanese sumi-yi ink wash. Renaissance utility, used by Albrecht Dürer for botanical and architectural sketches. 18th and 19th century British watercolor movement. J.M.W. Turner elevated watercolor to a serious fine art medium. Modern applications, employed in fashion illustration, children's books, and contemporary abstraction. Section 2. Material science and toolkit. 2.1 Pigments and binders, made of pigments suspended in gum arabic, often rewettable unlike acrylic. Transparency varies by pigment. 2.2 Paper watercolor paper is classified by weight, pounds per GSM, and texture. Hot pressed, smooth, ideal for fine detail. Cold pressed, not, moderate texture, versatile. Rough, maximum texture, expressive effects. Paper must be acid-free, preferably 100% cotton for archival quality. 2.3 Brushes natural hair, sable, squirrel versus synthetic. Rounds, flats, riggers, fans. Capillary action and spring are essential for precision and expression. Section 3. Techniques and applications. 3.1 Basic techniques. Flat wash, graded wash, glazing, wet on wet, wet on dry. Lifting, removing pigment with tissue or sponge. Resist methods, using masking fluid or wax to preserve white areas. 3.2 Expressive techniques. Dry brush, for texture and detailing. Salt technique, granulation and blooms. Splatter, sponge, straw blowing, for energetic mark making. Negative painting, painting around a subject to define it. 3.3 Layering and timing water control is critical. Pigment to water ratio, timing, absorbency. Mastery of drying stages, damp, semi-wet, almost dry. Section 4. Subject styles and genres. Botanical illustration, scientific accuracy with luminous control. Landscape painting, atmospheric depth and emotional resonance. Abstract expressionism, fluidity, intuitive gestures, exploration of chaos. Portraits, advanced control, glazing skin tones, precise light control. Section 5. Challenges, mistakes, and recovery techniques. No undo button. Planning is crucial. Overworking leads to muddiness. Lifting, scraping, sanding, or integrating mistakes into the composition are key. Section 6. Hybrid approaches and mixed media. Combining watercolor with ink, pen and wash, graphite, colored pencils, gouache for highlights, digital layering and illustration workflows, watercolor and illustration, storyboarding, journaling, and motion design when scanned animated. Section 7. Contemporary watercolorists. Beatrix Potter, whimsical, narrative-rich watercolor illustrations. Cecily Brown integrates water-based media in abstract expressionism. Ewan McClure, realism through translucent layers. Agnes Cecile merges portraiture and abstraction using vibrant wet-on-wet techniques. Section 8. Spirituality, flow, and the philosophy of water. Watercolor is as much about letting go as it is about control. The medium aligns with Zen principles: impermanence, spontaneity, humility. The unpredictability of water and pigment reflects organic beauty, invoking meditative states and emotional clarity. Section 9. Storage, archival standards, and presentation. UV protective framing for display. Avoid glass-to-paper contact. Use mattes. Use of fixatives only when necessary. Controversial. Labeling pigments. Some fade faster, non-light fast. Learning outcomes. Module 4. By the end of this module, you will master core and expressive watercolor techniques across multiple genres, Understand the physics of pigment flow and drying interaction. Develop discipline in planning and fluid control. Experiment confidently with hybrid and mixed media workflows. Appreciate watercolor as both a technical and spiritual art form.